Hey everybody, welcome back to Salesforce in Under 5. And if you like these videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content. So today will be part 2 where we left off. Given a scenario, write SOSL, SOQL, and DML statements in Apex. So I already went over SOSL and SOQL, and today I'll be talking about DML. So what is DML? DML stands for Data Manipulation Language, and it's a way that we can manipulate the database to insert, delete, merge, and restore or undelete records. So here's an example of what that syntax looks like. Here you can see I'm declaring an account. I am naming the account my account, and then I'm using this keyword insert, and I'm actually inserting that account I just created directly into the database using Apex and this DML statement. And DML can be performed on a single record, in this case this account, and it can be performed on a list of records or a collection. So here are our DML statements. We have insert, update, and upsert, and insert allows us to insert a new record into the database. Update allows us to update an existing record. Upsert is a 2-for-1, so we both get to insert a new record and update an existing record, and I'll give you an example of that. We have delete, and deletes a record from the database that is in our, and sends it to the recycling bin. And undelete restores the previous deleted records, and it's limited to what's in the recycle bin. We also have the ability to merge, which allows us to combine up to 3 records of the same S object. So you probably have merged accounts together. Well, we can use the merge statement to merge accounts or merge other S object records. So here's an example of some of the more complicated ones. We have upsert. So you can see here that I am creating an account, or I'm declaring an account, A1, new account, and I'm naming it account 1 and giving it a billing state of Florida. And here I'll insert that A1 into the database, and that's my insert DML. And then I want to update A1, so I'll at some point say A1 billing street. I'm going to update the billing street, which was previously null, to PO Box 10. And then I'm going to create a new account. I'll call it A2, and the new account will have a name of account 2. And I'll add both of these, A1 and A2, into my list here called A list. And here I go, adding both A1 and A2. So now I could actually do an upsert call on this A list, and it's going to update the previous inserted A1 because I changed the billing street, and it's going to insert A2, which is a brand new account. And let's run this in our anonymous Apex in our developer console and check it out. Alright, so here I am in my developer console. I'm going to run that same code. I have an account that I'm naming account 1 that I'll insert, and then I'll go ahead and change or add a billing street to it at another point after I insert it, and then I'll declare another account, A2, and set the name to account 2. I'll add both account 1 and 2 to a list, and I'll upsert the list. So if I go ahead and do this, I am going to get a new log that I've debugged, and you can see I've actually only created 2 accounts. The first account that I inserted and then updated, and then the second account was inserted with my upsert call. The other example is a merge, and with a merge I'm going to merge 2 account records. The first one is going to be called account 1. Here you can see I declare the account, insert it, and then the second account I'm going to go ahead and query from the database using SOQL, and then I'm just going to merge them both together with the following syntax. I have the DML statement, followed by the two records I want to merge. Let's talk about some best practices to keep in mind with DML statements. So first, you want to never use DML in a loop. Here's an example of what that looks like. I have a account collection and I'm iterating through it, and for everyone in the account I'm going to go ahead and insert. With this, you're going to run into some problems. Most likely you're going to hit a governor limit really quickly. You also want to try to catch exceptions, the DML exceptions in your code, because if you run into an issue with a DML statement, your code's going to completely exit and your user's going to get a very ugly error. So if you want the code to continue running despite a DML failing, and maybe you want to send that error as an email to an admin or present them with a better message or maybe something a little prettier, you're going to want to catch, you're going to want to surround your DML statement with a try catch. So here's an example. I am trying and inserting an account, and then I'm catching an exception and debugging that exception. So this won't throw something ugly to the user. And if I ever want partial success, I'm going to use the database class instead of a DML statement. And we'll talk about the database class in another video. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more.